Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. This is Connie, just putting together a piece from Marjorie and Designs. It's part of a set of, I think it's called Berry Sweet Bears. I'm not 100%. I'll try to remember to put the title of it in the description box below, but I'm just going to be, I've got it all inked. I'm just going to be putting it together. So I just need to bring it back into my frame here so I can see what I'm doing, possibly. Okay, I'm going to start with his little pants. And they're going on right in here. I cut this particular piece so the size of the head is at 2 inches wide. Pretty sure that's what I did. I don't always do that. I size my pieces to whatever meets my need. I was originally going to use this on a card. Well, that changed, my mind changed on that. I was just going to do one piece, and I thought, no, I'm going to probably do the whole set and uh, gift this set to someone. I just need to do some paper piecing. I'm just holding it up to, I can't always see that I have it lined up properly. I'm sorry. I have to hold it up some. Anyway, I'm going to do the whole set, the cute little set of bears. Can be used for a lot of different things, but so I just thought I would pop on and share with you what I'm doing. And I apologize, I'm working on the lighting of my videos. Everything's been a trial lately, so apologize for that. And of course today it was cloudy, and then it gets sunny, and then it's cloudy again, so I'm really at a loss. So I'm hoping this is not going to be too dark. And if it's too dark, we just probably won't see it on video on YouTube. There's always that possibility. I've already lost one paw. I was going to say it's sure I will have not already lost another one, so. Okay. And one thing I'm just noticing, not a problem for once, but just explain in a moment if I can get these on properly. Once you get the pants on, or his legs, okay, the paws or the little feet, they just butt right up to the leg piece. There's not an overlap. I didn't realize that, so just thought I would point that out. All right. This arm over here is going to come up on top, but this arm underneath over here is going to be behind that strawberry, so I'm going to put that one on first. And you probably don't need it, but you know, well, let's see. I put it on anyway. I'm just trying to see how these go, because this part here jutting out does not match the photo, so bear with me. Okay, so I know that this little part that has the little juts in it goes toward the top. So to explain to you, what I'm trying to say here is this one goes on like this. Clear as mud, right? Made sense to me. So let's put this one on best we can. I've had it where the reason I put these on, and it's completely up to you, I've had it where I don't, and then I really wish I would have because it's covering something that I needed, even though the strawberry might be covering it. Okay, now this is my first time making this, so that's why I say I'm going to do it this way. This is not to say you have to. I'm just saying this is my preference. Okay, looking for a pencil, just kind of have an idea where I'm going to put his head. That little line there, that will get covered up by his head, or you can erase it. I'm sorry, that's where I'm putting the top of the body, but it will get covered up by the head. I seem to be heavy-handed on the glue today. Now you want to, I'm going to bring it down just a tad bit, okay? And just a hair to cover his his pants. It's still got room to be covered by the head, so everything is fine there. But again, this arm, do not put on yet. Be one of the last things we put on. And then we'll find his ears. I did change the colors of the inside of his ears to pink. You can certainly leave it as you wish, as the color is on the photo. The other thing is when you're putting these ears on, these little pieces do match up here. And I'm only telling you this in case you're new to either paper piecing or to using Marjorie on design files. I see a lot of comments in different groups I'm in, that they have extra pieces, they're not sure what to do with it. I'm going to try to do more paper piecing videos more than anything else, just because a lot of people have questions and would like to know how to do things. I shared a Easter basket, little treat basket that I made, and the poor lady, she left me a wonderful comment, and I appreciate everybody's kind comments. And she wondered where I got the file for the chick. And I told her the name of the company, and I had a description in the when I put the post on, but not everybody reads those real well. I'm guilty. Anyway, she couldn't find it. I felt so bad for her, and I explained to her which file I had used, but because I changed up the eyes, it changed the whole design of the picture. So my point is, if you have questions, please leave a comment. I do get back to you. I don't always have information right at hand. It might take me a little bit to get it, especially if it's, sizing or what files I use because I mix and match. Some files that I use, especially for to be quiet a moment and look, for my eyes, it's no longer available. I apologize. Um, I just suggest that when you find a file that you like the eyes on, maybe save the eyes separately and label it as eyes, or somehow mark it. You can do it in the description when you're uploading it. It's several different ways to do it. One more thing I want to grab here is my squeegee. I don't press real hard. Sometimes I just need that little extra push there. Okay, I'm going to put the strawberry together before I lose any more on that. I don't remember what color it came in on the background. I used this color, kind of like it. Um, it's an apple green. I think it's from Clear Path. paper. I think that's what it's called. I tried on the scratch piece of it using different colors of ink to change the coloring. I just couldn't get anything I liked, so I just left it with this green color. Hardest part for me is getting it lined up. Then what I did, on the strawberry, I came in with, I don't know what color red this is, to be honest. It's an American Crafts color. I know that. I'm just not sure 100%. But I used the Stampin' Up! Had an old watermelon color ink. And I can tell you that uh, I don't use them. I've looked at them, but I do know that the Gina K Designs has a tomato color that is very similar to the old Stampin' Up! Strawberry color, or excuse me, watermelon color. And I love that color. It looks kind of more dark coral, but it's just wonderful for reds. And then I went around with the dark red on the outside, and then I put a little bit of white on the inside. So that's how it probably doesn't look quite true, but the strawberry's a lot darker red than it looks here. So just wanted to share that with you how I got that. Okay, now I'm going to concentrate on the face. I put the eyes together already, but I'll show you what I did. Both the black and the white are the same color, same size. Duh. I just moved the black up a little bit. And I put my eyes, so again, I'm going to show you, maybe you can see better. Well, I'm putting the straighter part to the outside. Let me get the other eye once. Let me get the nose somewhere that I can find it again. But I put my eyes like this, okay? So the straighter edge goes out. Before I do that, excuse my reach, please. Putting this little muzzle on. Okay, I have a trick to this. I line my bear up, or my head, between two grid lines, okay? And then this is about an inch. So I'm eyeballing this more. But if I line it up between two grid lines, then I know approximately where the middle is. Now I'm putting just a hair of glue, just the slightest bit, and then I can just hold it down and come back and take it off again. But it'll get my eyes where I want them better. That might sound a little crazy. You can use a different kind of two-way glue if you want, whatever works. I'm going to put the nose on too. Now this I'm going to glue down, but I'm only putting glue on about the bottom half because it's not going to sit flush with that. It's going to come up a little bit. If you can see that. Let's get this more straight. I usually have my head right on top of this stuff, so um, okay. Now I can put my eyes on better. Put a little more glue because I don't know how fast this dries. Pick that up a little bit. Well, this usually works. Nothing works when I'm on camera. I can just already tell you that. do it this way. And then try to get them, it's not even, it's just kind of laying there a little bit. It's not where it's stuck down or anything. I'm going to pick it up. I'm looking to make sure that they're fairly even across at the top, and I'm good with that. So that little bit's not going to hurt. You're not going to see it. This allows me to get my blush on, because otherwise I get the black on the eyes and the chalk, the blush, all mixed together, and I have a mess. So I'm just using my boring old chalks. I don't know how long I've had them. Uh, I've told people before I've used, and I have. It's not just that I said that I did it. Whoops, sorry. Actually did do it. I have used, what do you call it? Makeup blush. I realize it's getting a little bit cloudier again, but I've used makeup blush, on my pieces. What's up with my chalk today? This is what I like to use. Uh, Sometimes I use chalk, sometimes I use ink. Use, like I said, if you've got old makeup blush that you don't want to use anymore, I've used that. I have a lot of mineral powder blush that works. I just use what I have. I have a theory, and it's probably wrong, but most of my family isn't big on scrapbooking. And so what the scrapbooking I do is for myself. Um, I won't be around long enough, I'm sure, to have like the stuff with an acid free. I'm never gonna know it. I won't be around long enough to be able to tell, and I'll tell you, my family won't worry about my scrapbook pages. So, if you're worried about that, do consider those things. I have a different outlook on life, I guess. Just more realistic. Drives my family nuts. Probably why I enjoy it. Okay, I'm going to use a black 05. Go around the eyes. Maybe. I say maybe because I can't see what I'm doing. This one's getting very uh, low on ink. Or maybe it just needed to get started. Who knows? I hope everybody's having a good day. Been kind of dreary. It's nice to finally see the sun today. I've been away from paper piecing, but just several things for a while. Had a lot of just life things to deal with, and I've been trying to do a little bit, but nothing major. I just, when I get interrupted, either with phone calls or appointments, which I've had a lot of lately, it's just hard for me to get back into something. So I just don't start it. And if I don't, if I know I'm going to get interrupted, I don't start. So it's nice to be able to find a little time to do something. Probably the one thing that still relaxes me, which is very nice. Oh, speaking of, I just remembered coming up on Valentine's Day, I probably should get my uh, great nieces and nephews their Valentines. I made one family got them. The other family I just have to deliver. So I'm not done with those eyes with the chalk. I just kind of where I start. And I come back and erase what I want here. Still need a little bit more at the top. Sometimes I find it hard to believe that I used, and I still have, but I used a pencil eraser to remove the chalk around the eyes. And wonderful viewer, she sent me some stuff a few years ago. Yeah, I'm gonna have chalk everywhere. I can already tell. And one of them was this, um, probably worn off. Nope, Monocero Elastomer Eraser. It's by Tombow. And it has been one of the most wonderful things. Just so handy. It's just so fine. It works for a lot of things. Works great on my hot foiling too. I use a 005. Did I say that right? 005 for the eyelashes. For going around the eyes to outline them, that is a 0.5. So if you're wondering, um, don't mistake the numbers. How about that? And I try to use a lighter hand when I'm doing eyelashes. I had a neurosurgeon when I was having so many, well, still am, but so many problems with carpal tunnel. Um, they had me write, remember, and he's like, you need to let up on the pen. It's not going anywhere. I have a death grip on writing utensils. So I've come to find out the darker I outline my eyes, the better I like them. I'm not happy with the chalk there, so I gotta fix it. Bear with me a moment. Still a little bit too much. I'm very particular about my detailing in case you're wondering why I'm so slow. And I put the lid on, don't worry about the white, but the black, I put the lid on the pan pastels because inevitably I have them everywhere. And they're probably the one pastel that I've had smudge really bad. I don't care for that, so that's the only thing. And they're very low on chalk residue. It's just um, black. And once it smears, it smears. I have a little bit harder time getting it off. So I will erase the eyebrow in a bit. Not doing the whites of the eyes yet. I want to put the muzzle on. So that next. Just because I'm not sure where the nose and stuff is going to fall. So do that first. We come back and do this. And get him standing fairly straight. Okay. One wonders sometimes where everything I have goes when it's right in front of me. I think I need to get new white gel pens and mark on them somewhere that I've used them, which are just to put on their chalk and colored pencil only. Because once you use these over chalk or wax, like waxed colored papers, waxed in colored pencils, they don't work so well. Let's see. I change my mind of what I'm going to do all the time, so that's the sharpest point in each one of them. These are just Faber-Castells polychromos. They are not chalk pencils at all. I have different colored pencils. I just needed some more white, so I just got the polychromos. I am not a fan of, oh, forget what they're called. I can't think of the other colored pencils that a lot of people like. I'm not a fan of them, whatever the case. I have different colored pencils that I use that I love. And I do like the polychromos though. If I have to ever get new pencils, I'll get the polychromos. They have a much softer wax and they don't break so bad. So that's just my preference. Please don't, everybody has their own preference and level of what they like. So again, do what works best for you. I just was watching a video the other day, or oh, I think no, somebody had a post on Facebook questioning something, and it reminded me that you can use Crayola markers in the cricket. I forgot about that, and um, like if you're gonna draw or you want to write something, so I gotta find some. They had some extra fine point, I think it was called, markers. And I remember after I saw that, I thought, oh yeah, a friend of mine years ago, I think she was probably my first follower. She had mentioned that we were talking about different um, markers and stuff for the cricket. And this has been, you know, that was one of when cricket started letting you draw and write and stuff very early on and different things. And uh, reminded me though that I haven't used. I just used my black pens and forgot all about that. The white on his face seems extra bright. It always does on camera. It is not that bright in real life. It highlights it, but it's not like stark looking at you like it is here. I just that just irritates me when it does that, but nothing I can do about it. Um, I should quit talking and get to working. I'm sorry, people. I don't talk to people all day long. I haven't talked to anybody since probably Friday night. Uh, no, I don't know. I get confused. I don't know if it was Friday or Thursday. Anyway, so sometimes I talk too much. All right, Baloo, I'm almost done. I promise. Now just going about here. Stop and think what side the glue went on. I get that wrong a lot. See now, it is going to be covered the arm, so if you don't want to put it on, you certainly don't have to. Like I said, I wasn't sure since this was the first time I put it together, and it's just easier to keep it all there till I know what's going on. Anyway, if you like the video, I tend to forget, please do consider subscribing. If you need assistance putting pieces together or have questions about things, as always, like I said, just leave a comment. Just a moment here, please. I'm just trying to get everything lined up. And anyway, I'll get back to you. But yeah, um, we're going to put glue on the part that's indented and only about halfway through. Trying to keep, paper piecing alive as much as we can. There's a lot you can do with it. People have asked, and I always find different things I can manage to do. So since I still have some chalk on here, that's why I'm using this. Otherwise, I wouldn't be. Have to do his little wrinkly legs yet, and then I'm about done. Sometimes I will put glue on his or glitter on his nose. I'm just leaving him alone today. And all of the bears will be the same. What I do is when I don't make them all right together, I will take this one out and look at it so I know what I did. I'm not leaving those legs like that in case you're wondering. Sorry, I just couldn't help but laugh. I just gonna get them a little bit. But anyway, that is my finished paper piece. So do want to thank you for joining me. Please leave a comment if you have any questions. Otherwise, have an awesome day. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching.